Most neglected story holes that the original series never addressed has a great chance to be filled by the Dexter prequel series, Dexter: Original Sin. The first series had very few story holes, but Dexter had a minor problem that remained throughout all 8 seasons. It's practically unheard of for a story hole to be so utterly ignored in a show with Dexter's level of writing. Even though it seems insignificant, it has a significant impact on Dexter's ability to avoid the police, because it also involves a key component of his killing ritual. Despite the fact that Dexter disregarded this story point for years, Original Sin will soon need to fix it. Due to the period of Original Sin, the prequel series has addressed everything from resolving the M99 versus ketamine controversy in Dexter: New Blood to elucidating his motivation for displaying his victims' pictures. One of the most persistent and underappreciated storyline holes in the franchise's history is now up for resolution in Original Sin, and it has the potential to do it so completely that it would seem as though there was never a plot hole at all. Dexter's boat, the slice of life, was one of the most crucial weapons in his murderous toolbox. He rode into the storm at the end of Dexter, used it to dispose of bodies, and used it as a disguise for his everyday life. The issue is that Dexter shouldn't be able to buy a 29-foot boat with the pay of a forensic specialist. In Dexter Season 8, Episode 11, Dexter attempted to sell the slice of life, describing it as a 2001 Century 2901 center console. The typical pay for a forensic tech in Florida is $62,000 before taxes, and that boat, even secondhand, costs $80,000 now. Dexter's boat would have cost more than he earned in a year, even after accounting for inflation. That also doesn't include all of the improvements and changes he made to the yacht, dock fees, and normal maintenance and fuel expenses. He could have saved for years to purchase it, but those savings must have been consumed by his lavishly furnished and pricey apartment in Bay Harbor. Dexter was also spending hundreds of dollars a month on M99, garbage bags, and plastic sheeting, and he frequently left work to murder individuals. Explaining how Dexter funded his life as a serial killer was never a major focus of the original Dexter. Criticizing his finances is a touch pretentious, to be sure, but Dexter: Original Sin has exacerbated the issue just before it needs to resolve it. Dexter had to save for years in order to purchase the slice of life, but with the conclusion of Original Sin Episode 6, it appears like he will be getting his boat practically as soon as he begins murdering. Dexter will now need a new method of disposing of remains after the cops discovered his dumping site in the Everglades. The simplest solution to Dexter's body disposal issue would be to give him his boat, but Original Sin made that more difficult. In the Original Sin premiere, Tanya Martin, Sarah Michelle Gellar, revealed that Dexter's hourly wage at Miami Metro is a pittance of $4.25. He can't afford the slice of life in Original Sin, if it was a stretch to imply that he could in Dexter. One significant clue implies that Dexter will still receive his boat from the prequel series, but it also lays out the ideal solution to close the storyline gap regarding Dexter's financial situation. Sarah Kinsey's character, Camilla Figg, offered to let Dexter take her boat on a leisure trip in Episode 6 of Dexter: Original Sin. In addition to being a clue that Original Sin will soon reveal how Dexter began to dispose of dead at sea, it also offers the ideal chance to close the financial plot hole in Dexter. Sometime between Original Sin and Dexter, Camilla's husband Gene passes away, and she may be open to selling her yacht to Dexter. Since Camilla obviously likes Dexter, she might be open to selling the boat for a low price if she doesn't have Gene to use it with. Dexter's financial plot hole would virtually vanish if he could purchase the slice of life from Camilla for a very low price. Even if dock, gasoline, and maintenance costs are considerable, a forensic technician could afford them, especially if Harry Morgan left money in his will. Due to one of the most underappreciated characters in the series, Dexter may have finally managed to explain a neglected story point in his opulent lifestyle after 19 years. Even though it appears improbable, Camilla Figg might resolve the boat issue in Dexter: Original Sin by herself. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.